Hey everybody, it's me, Kelly, your spiritual lighthouse, your sunshine in the dark. And I'm back at you again today with another reading. Okay, we're going to do a pick a card because I haven't done a pick a card in a real long time. So I've been missing it, all right? And they're fun. So pick your card, all right? And remember, your energy isn't just a vibe, it's your signature. So who are you? Are you the bear, the wolf, or the Black Panther? All right, getting right into it. So if you've chosen the bear, people see you as strong, courageous, reliable, steady, able to face challenges head on. Okay, you're seen as introspective, solitary, protective of yourself, your loved ones, your ideas, your boundaries, and your home. You are not to be trifled with. You're a great healer and you're capable of restoring balance and harmony. People see you as a sacred teacher, a guide between the spiritual and the physical realms. All right? You got that mama bear energy. Nobody is going to mess with you. When people look at you, they wonder if they're going to get the teddy or if they're going to get the grizzly. And that all depends on them, doesn't it? So let's get into it. What is the bear's signature? Yeah. You're willing to fight. People see you as somebody who is willing to fight, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. You will stand up for what you believe in, and people will not mess with you. They understand that you are going to come back at them. If they want to argue, you're going to argue back. If they want to try to come at you, you will fight them if you need to. If you have to protect yourself, your family, your home, whatever it is. You're not against fighting a bitch. That's all I'm going to say. You're strong. They see you as unshakable. They also understand that you don't mind hibernating. They understand that you need quiet and peace in order to heal and grow yourself. But you're somebody who's capable of healing others. You probably need a lot of time by yourself, though. A lot of personal time to rest and recharge and regroup and get your energy back. You're probably the type of person that you'll go out, but it probably takes you a couple days to recharge after socializing with people, right? So the next card up, we got strength. Again, fight, strength, bear. You're not one to be messed with. Your signature energy is that you're strong, you're tough, you're willing to protect yourself, your boundaries, your family, your friends, but most importantly, your peace of mind. Okay, bear? People understand that they can't get between you and your spirituality, your beliefs. You radiate a grounding energy. We got more just Aries energy. It doesn't matter what deck we get it from, We got power, we got strength, we got the bear. Now we got Aries. It says, step into your own power. This is your energy. This is your vibe. This is your energetic signature. Power, strength, wisdom, protectiveness, assertiveness, Aries energy. You're not afraid to fight. This is how people see you, bear. And I think that's a great energy to be in. Sometimes it's better to have people scared of you and intimidated of you than think that you're the person that they can walk all over. Am I right? Okay. So we got material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. So people see you as being able to get all of your needs fulfilled. It's like you're able to pull, tricks out of a hat and miraculously get whatever you need. Like if you're $700 short for something, it's like, oh, something just happens and boom, you're gifted that money. You're always being fulfilled in magical ways. And I think you do this with your spirituality. And because you don't give up. You're not afraid to fight for what you need, right? And even if you don't have to fight for it, it's like you're good at I guess, getting your point across. Like you're good at, if you need something, you're capable of asking for it as well. Okay, bear? You're powerful. You're magnetic. You can be very kind and gracious and helpful and loving and very soft. Like I said, you could be the cuddly little teddy bear or you could be the grizzly. It just depends on how people are treating you. All right? You have a great heart. You're very kind and you're very giving also. Like if you have more than enough, you're willing to share your resources with others. You know, you're not the type of person that just is a hoarder and hoards it all, right? That's not your style. You are gracious. You're giving. You're kind. You're courteous. You're a good person, bear. What else? One more. One more for the bear. Peaceful warrior. Yeah, you guys are an earth angel. Your energetic signature is that you are an earth angel. You are a bear. You are a powerhouse. You are not to be messed with in the physical or the spiritual realms. Excuse me. People know this. You are a warrior. You are Aries energy. You could be a fire sign. You don't have to be. You could be an earth sign. You don't have to be. Right? So what is that? Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Right? That could be your energy. Anyways, I hope you guys like that energy, bear. Like that reading because I like that energy. And you guys have a good day. Okay, I'm going to put these away real swift. Wow, my throat chakra is feeling blocked. Okay, next. Wolf energy. If you pick the wolf, here we go. So what is the wolf's energetic signature? People who chose the wolf, what's their energetic signature? Dominance. All right, what else? And luck. Dominance and luck. People see you as extremely lucky, extremely dominant, extremely willing to go after whatever you feel like your family needs. Okay? So, the wolf, you're very intuitive, you're freedom loving, intelligent, loyal, and have a wild, untamed spirit. Okay? You're unlike the solitary bear. The wolf is deeply tied to its pack and it symbolizes strong family bonds. So, good communication and the importance of teamwork. You're capable of setting personal boundaries. And you're seen as brave, instinctual, and driven by your gut feelings. You are the guardian of your family and of your friends. So it doesn't surprise me that dominance came out. Okay, because you're dominant. You are like the mother. You ever see a wolf with her pups, with her cubs? With her pups? I'm still thinking bear with cubs. Whatever. Are they cubs or are they pups? Anyways, whatever. I'm kind of drawing a blank here. Anyways, wolves, they'll bite their puppies. You know, they'll keep them in line. They just have to look at them. You know, like the mothers look, like the, don't you do it. You don't even have to say it. You just say it with your eyes. You speak with your eyes. Okay? Just like this. Very dominant, assertive. Okay? Do not cross me. This is your energetic signature. You're very smart and you're very wise with like the way that you go about doing things. So you're not going to put all of your eggs in one basket, okay? Like, you know, you're probably the queen or king of side hustles. And, you know, you probably have many a different jobs. You wear many a different hats, right? Let's continue on. What is the wolf's energetic signature? Tenacity. So you're very good looking. You're very regal. You're very, like, put together. Okay? You're very strict, I'm picking up. Your appearance is put together. Your energy is strict, but you're very lucky in terms of life. Like, you always get opportunities and gifts and things, like, that other people don't get. It's like they just fall into your lap. You could be a Libra. When's St. Patrick's Day? March? You could be born in March. I don't know. Could be wrong on that. You never know. I think it's March. Let's see. So think it through. Again, with this intuitiveness, inquisitiveness, intelligence. You're always thinking things through before you do them. Like I said, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Calm down, Sylvia. You're going to think through things, and you're going to think before things are done. So if I'm not making sense, like, you're the type of person that will think through every single option of every single potential job, schooling, housing, community, like whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to think of every single like option of what's going to happen if you do a certain thing. So, okay, I'm going to go to school. Okay, if I go to school here, then I'm going to have to move here, and then I'm going to have to pay more here, and then I'm going to have to get a bus ticket, and blah, 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 like whatever. Like, you just think of every single thing. This is a new moon in Gemini. Like, you could be a Gemini. So I'm picking up air signs, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also Pisces, I think, with that March energy. Yeah, but you guys are capable of thinking things through on your own. Like, you don't require other people's assistance, although you could like to bounce ideas off of people. You don't require their assistance to make up your own mind about things, okay? You're capable of making up your own mind. You're very smart, very intelligent, very witty, very cunning, I'm hearing. Very dominant. Okay. So your energetic frequency, your signature, is that you're like the eternal student. You will always be learning. You're the type of person that is constantly on the move, on the whatever for knowledge. Like, you're always looking for knowledge. You're always reading a book. You're always reading or listening to podcasts or trying to figure something out. You're, what is this chakra? This one. Your third eye is very activated. Okay? I just feel like right now doing this reading, my mind is like bouncing in 1,000 different ways. So you could be real ADHD, or that's just mind kicking in right now. But it could be that Gemini energy, the Libra energy. You're very like airy, You love thinking, you love talking, I just heard you love shopping. But yeah, like, you are not to be played with. You have a good energy to you. Like, you're very friendly to people, unless they're not friendly to you. Again, then you'll bite. Right? But for the most part, I just think that your guys' energetic frequency is your intelligence, your wit, and your charisma and personality, right? Just the way that you think. People really enjoy seeing how your wheels turn. Okay? All right. Thank you. Pile number 2 with the wolf. Moving on to number 3, the panther, the Black Panther. What do you notice about her right off the bat? Arr. Right? We're not going to mess with her. Look at those eyes. You might have green eyes. You might have some real sharp teeth. Or that's what people are saying. This one's got a bite to her. This one isn't just all bark. This one's got some bite. All right? And if I'm speaking about males or females, put it where it applies to you. If you're a male and I'm saying she, well, then just switch it on to he, okay? Because I'm just speaking as myself, and I am a lady, okay? Anyways, Black Panther. So you are seen as someone who has reclaimed your power, all right? You have mastered your shadow self, or you have been mastering your shadow work, okay? So you have an innate ability to navigate through life's unknown. The unknown is like your playground, okay? So you're seen as mysterious, regal, calculated, intuitive, capable of total silence. You thrive in secrecy, and you're connected to the lunar cycles, the night, the feminine energy. And you're never impulsive, you're always calculated, and you have a very quiet strength to you. All right? Does that sound like you? Black Panther energy? I just can't get over the bite. Like you are not afraid to speak up for yourself. Okay, you are the type of person, your energetic signature is that you can speak up for yourself. You don't need anybody else to stand up for you or with you. You're quite capable of doing it on your own. You have very sharp teeth, very sharp claws, and these eyes can burn a hole through somebody's soul. Just saying. You could be, I'm picking up Scorpio vibes. You know how Scorpios have like Scorpio eyes? like they kind of have crazy eyes. I'm not gonna lie, they have like crazy eye contact, and so do you. All right, you could be a Scorpio, you could be a water sign, you don't have to be. But yes, very fierce, never impulsive, always calculated. What else do we have? Tell me about the Panther's signature vibe. Your energy isn't just a vibe, it's your signature. What is Panther's signature? Defense. What else? Vision. And rebellion. Okay. So we got defense right off the bat. And what were we talking about with this teeth? You know, the teeth, the claws, the eyes. You're capable of defending yourself. You don't need a man or a woman to help you defend yourself. You can do it by yourself. Right? Like, it's like somebody who's been brought up with arguing with people, right? Arguments. And if you've been brought up in a household like that, then you understand how to win arguments. Right? If you grow up with a parent that just likes to argue and chirp you, well, you're going to become very argumentative, and you're going to be able to defend yourself through your words, through maybe possibly your actions, you know? I'm just saying, like, I've had lots of men try to fight me in my day, okay? So if that's something that you've had happen to you, like, you are not scared to defend yourself. You're not going to be curled up in a ball and crying on the floor waiting for somebody to come to your aid. Like, chances are you're a solitary creature and you've been alone for a lot of your life. You haven't had people to defend you. You haven't had people stand up for you. You're the type of person who, you're always by yourself, right? This is a cat-like energy. Cats are a lot of the times alone, right? They're alone in the night. They roam in the night, right? And yeah, okay, continuing on. Silver, go lay down. It's okay. Go lay down. You're good. Go lay down. Go lay down. Okay, we have rebellion. So again, like this rebel energy. You're the type of person who probably has tattoos, probably gets their hair done however like different it is compared to everybody else in your community. Like, look at her hair. You know, that could be something that you're into. You're not afraid to stand out as an individual, but you don't have to do it by talking. You're very quiet about it, but it's just your essence. They can tell that you're on the defense, you know, but they can tell that you're a rebel too. Like, you wear what you want to wear, eat what you want to eat, speak how you want to speak, drive what you want to drive, walk how you want to walk. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. Okay? It's you have reclaimed your power. I'm really picking that up here. Okay? You're somebody who walks in your own energy, your own essence. You know yourself very well, and that comes from late nights staring at the moon and being with the stars, being in the silence by yourself. Okay? You've always had this vision. Again, you're an earth angel. Okay? That is your energetic signature. You're an earth angel. Okay? You've always had this vision for yourself. And chances are people always shut that down. Like, whatever you wanted to do in your life. Maybe you wanted to ride a Harley and, you know, drive across the world or whatever. Like, maybe you wanted to be a psychic and ride your Harley and have some gangster looking dogs and just whatever. Like, people never did see your vision, but your vision never left you. It's always been in your third eye. You've always had a vision for who you are, where you're going, where you want your life to be, who you want to see yourself as, and who you are in general as a person. Okay? You have a very feminine energy to you, but you're not to be fucked with. You will defend yourself. That's your energetic signature. Like, these eyes. Look at the eyes of this panther. That's not something that you want to come across in the night, right? That's not really something you want to come across in the day either, but at least when you're in the night, like, you can't see it coming. See, like, they can't see you coming, right? That's it. Maybe they never did see you coming. They never seen you coming. These people always thought that you were never going to amount to nothing. And it's like you grew up because you kept your vision in your brain of who you are, who you were going to be. And you rocked their worlds. You shattered their whole experience because you grew up to be exactly what you knew you were put on this earth to be. All right, so congratulations to you. Anyways, if you guys like these readings, like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, have a good day. Okay, bye. Bye.